Hi everyone, welcome to Physician in the Kitchen. I'm your host, Dr. Monique, a plant-based board-certified family physician and founder of the brand Physician in the Kitchen. I help people discover, cook, and eat delicious plant-based foods, and my mission is to fix America's health one plate at a time. Today, I am making a soup recipe. Soups are one of my favorite dishes. They are very comforting. They typically only use one pot and they can last for a few days. So they check a lot of boxes, particularly if you're trying to do some meal prepping and you want to also repurpose ingredients that you've used in other recipes. So today we're going to do just that. Today we're making a cream of asparagus and celery soup. I am repurposing some asparagus stalks that I had left over from another recipe, along with some celery that I don't want to go bad. Toss in some onions, some garlic, and some spices, a little bit of coconut milk, and you've got yourself a nice warm hug in a bowl. So before we get started, be sure to do all the things. Click the like button, hit subscribe, share because sharing is caring, and be sure to ring the notification bell so you never miss out on any of our plant powered content. So enough talking, let's get to cooking. Today's all-star lineup of ingredients is as follows: 6 stalks of celery cut into even-sized pieces, 1 yellow medium-sized onion sliced, the bottoms of asparagus stalks about half a pound, blanched and cut into roughly 1-inch pieces, vegan butter, salt and pepper, ground nutmeg, 2 tablespoons of roasted garlic, half a cup of coconut milk, and about 1 quart of veggie stock. Okay, this is one of those one-pot meals that I absolutely love. I'm using one of my favorite Dutch ovens that you can use to put all your ingredients in and you are good to go from start to finish. So we're going to heat it over medium heat and we're going to add in a tablespoon of our vegan butter. We'll let that melt before we add in our veggies. So while the butter is melting, these are my asparagus spears, and as I mentioned, these are left over from a prior recipe. And what I did here was I went ahead and blanched them to start them cooking just a little bit. So you'll see they are soft, not because they are no longer good, but because I blanched and then shocked them. These can take a little bit longer to cook, and I want to kind of speed up that process so that everything gets done around the same time. So that's a neat hack. All right, so our butter has melted. We're gonna go ahead and add in our asparagus, our celery, and our onions. And we're gonna add a little bit of salt. I'm sauteing these first just to get a little bit of the natural juices to come out, to get them to soften up and to just deepen the flavor. I don't wanna just boil them right out. I wanna saute them first to build flavor, and then we will add our stock. So I am gonna go ahead and add in my nutmeg, a little bit of pepper. This is gonna take probably about 7 to 10 minutes to cook. Okay, so our vegetables are softening up and releasing their aroma, which smells really good. It smells, it's got a grassy smell, but it's also got a somewhat of a citrusy smell almost. The onions are coming through and it's already smelling good. We're building those flavors layer by layer, which is what you want. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes. You see how nice and wilted our veggies are. Next, we're gonna go ahead and add in our roasted garlic. This is already cooked, so I didn't add it in while I was cooking the veggies. Just gonna stir this through, get everything combined. Oh, this is gonna be so good. I love a good soup. I absolutely love a good soup with some crusty bread or some nice crackers. So now that we've got everything combined, let's go ahead and add in our stock. And this is homemade stock. All right, we're going to bring this to a boil and then reduce it and let it simmer for about another 10 minutes until everything is nice and soft. Now, I made this stock without any salt. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a taste and just see where I am if I need to add more salt, which I probably do. But that's the really cool thing about making your own stock. You get to control the salt level, sodium. Oh my goodness. That already tastes so good. We are going to add just a little more salt because we did add a lot of that stock, which was unsalted. So we need to season our soup here layer by layer. All right, we've got just the right amount of stock because everything is covered. And once this comes to a boil, then we will cover it, let it cook for another 10 minutes, and then process it. Okay, so our soup is at a boil. So we're gonna go ahead and reduce it. So you can see the edges here. It's already starting to boil. So let's go ahead and cover it. Reduce it to medium low and let it cook for another 10 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes and I know it's ready because my kitchen smells amazing. Yes, 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 yes. All right, so our vegetables are nice and soft. They've all come together. We've got the garlic in here along with some seasonings and our onion and the asparagus and the celery. So now it's time to move this to our food processor. I'm actually gonna use my blender for this one. We're gonna puree this and then put it back into the pot, add a little bit of coconut milk, and we'll be done. I'm gonna use a ladle to take this out. This is a cast iron pot with ceramic on top of it. So it's heavy. So it's heavy and it's hot. So for me, it's best to just scoop everything into my blender instead of trying to pick up the pot. That's not the kind of workout I want to get today. All right, now that my pot is much lighter, I will add the remaining liquid. All right, now we're gonna blend this until it's smooth. All right, so now let's go ahead and put this back in our pot. All right, let's give this a quick taste before we add in our coconut milk. That is absolutely perfect. So, and lastly, we're just gonna add in a little bit of coconut milk. That's just to give it a little layer of fat. That's gonna help it to be creamier. And we're just gonna warm it through till it's all combined. And then we're gonna plate this up and serve it. I like a creamy soup, so adding a little fat is what I like to do to get that effect. And I don't taste the coconut. It doesn't affect or alter the taste to me. So we are good to go here. So we're just gonna let this simmer for about 5 minutes, let that warm through, and then we'll be ready to plate it up. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes and our soup is complete. Now, because I'm a perfectionist and I still see flecks of my coconut in here, I'm going to use my immersion blender just to give it one final puree and make it pretty. So this is an immersion or a hand blender, and you can use it right in the pot you're cooking in. You don't have to take it out and put it in another blender. All right, we are done. Let's go ahead and plate this up and give it a taste. Doctor's orders. Both asparagus and celery are excellent choices for a healthy diet, offering a wide range of health benefits and essential nutrients. They both can be eaten in a variety of ways, from appetizers to salads, soups, and even snacks. They can also add a satisfying crunch to any dish. Let's take a quick look at their health benefits. The health benefits of asparagus are as follows. Rich in nutrients. Asparagus is low in calories but packed with essential vitamins and minerals, including vitamins A, C, E, K, and B6, as well as folate, iron, copper, calcium, protein, and fiber. High in antioxidants. Asparagus contains antioxidants such as vitamin E, vitamin C, and glutathione, which help protect cells from oxidative stress and may reduce the risk of chronic diseases. Supports digestive health. Asparagus is high in dietary fiber, particularly inulin, the type of prebiotic that promotes the growth of beneficial gut bacteria, improving digestion and overall gut health. Anti-inflammatory properties. The antioxidants and phytochemicals in asparagus have anti-inflammatory effects, which may help reduce the risk of chronic inflammation-related diseases. Promotes heart health. The folate in asparagus plays a crucial role in maintaining cardiovascular health by reducing homocysteine levels, an amino acid linked to heart disease. Additionally, its high fiber content helps lower cholesterol levels. Supports bone health. Asparagus is a good source of vitamin K, which is essential for bone health. It helps with calcium absorption and bone mineralization, reducing the risk of fractures. Nutritionally, 100 grams or 1/2 cup of asparagus contains only 20 calories and provides 52% of the daily recommended amount of vitamin K. The health benefits of celery are as follows. Low in calories, high in nutrients. Celery is very low in calories but provides essential nutrients like vitamins A, K, and C, as well as folate and potassium. Rich in antioxidants. Celery contains a variety of antioxidants, including flavonoids and vitamin C, which help protect the body from oxidative damage and inflammation. Supports digestive health. Celery is high in water content and fiber, which aids digestion and helps prevent constipation. The fiber in celery also promotes a feeling of fullness, which can assist with weight management. Reduces inflammation. The antioxidants and polysaccharides in celery have anti-inflammatory properties that may help alleviate symptoms of inflammatory conditions like arthritis. Promotes heart health. Celery's fiber content helps lower cholesterol levels, and its potassium content helps regulate blood pressure, both of which are beneficial for heart health. Hydration and detoxification. With its high water content, celery helps keep the body hydrated and may assist in flushing out toxins. Nutritionally, 1/2 cup or 100 grams of celery has just 16 calories and provides 1/3 of the daily recommended amount of vitamin K. A word of caution. People who use the blood thinner warfarin, brand name Coumadin, should consult their doctors and dietitians, since diets high in vitamin K can reduce the effectiveness of this medication. All right, and there is the finished dish. Let's go ahead and garnish this with some roasted chickpeas that I seasoned with a little bit of cumin and smoked paprika. To make it pretty, let's do a drizzle of olive oil. And some black pepper. Now let's give it a taste. Okay, let's give our soup a try. Make sure to get some of those crispy chickpeas as well. This is delicious. It's warm, it's creamy. The flavors of the asparagus and the celery, the crunch from the chickpeas, this is really good. And I will tell you, here's a hack or a tip. If you want your soup to cool faster, use a wider bowl. I remember when I was a little girl, my mom would make me cream of wheat, which was my absolute favorite hot breakfast. The days we were running late, she would put it on a plate so it would cool off faster. So if you just think about it, you've got more surface area. It's going to cool down faster than if you're using a smaller bowl. So plus it just looks more elegant and restaurant-like when you serve soup in a wider bowl. This is divine. If you try this recipe, please, please, please tag me, let me know. You, of course, can adjust the amount of celery or the amount of asparagus. I like this because this was kind of like a refrigerator clean out for me. I had more celery than I had asparagus, but I could very easily see myself making this with more asparagus in the future, maybe even adding carrot or other vegetables like parsnip. If I want to keep the color the same, I would use parsnip instead of an orange carrot. So lots of different versions on this theme, but it's delicious. And if you've not had asparagus before, or if you've got asparagus that you're trying to use up, consider doing it this way. So if you want other plant-based recipes, be sure to check out my book, Doc Fix My Plate, The Physician in the Kitchen's Prescriptions for Your Healthy Meal Makeover. And until next time, I'm Dr. Monique, telling you to keep it 100. Plant-based, that is. Eat well.